stay your ass at home. I got a bad feeling, don't go down there. But you know what I told them all? I gotta go.
Well, one of the reasons I came down because I'm a citizen here of Jackson, Michigan, and this is where I live. This is my home. And we have lots of cops here in Jackson. We have good cops, we have wonderful cops. And just because you have that authority, don't take it too far. When a person say they can't breathe or their handcuffs are too tight, take that into some kind of consideration and listen to that person, because at the end of the day, we all are human.
Let's do a moment of silence. Moment of silence. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Y'all in a special moment right now. You gotta understand that.
And the message that we're trying to convey here, I think, is incredibly important. Recognizing the systemic racism, the implicit bias that continues to permeate a lot of systems that we have in Jackson and across America.
It's been subjugated for 400 years to slavery, to oppression, to systematic continuation of slave systems of oppression. Do you understand? You in a moment. This been going on a long time. Long time. Emmett Till cousin called me when my child was beat. The system is all jacked up. They told me, Reverend, don't get a black lawyer because the white judge will laugh you out of court. It's sad. Justice is not blind. I said justice is not blind. But neither am I. That's right. That's right. And I can see the difference today. I said I can see the difference today. Yeah, some people will not even rise and step out of office when they know they done wrong. But if you don't step out, we can push you out. Are you gonna stand up and actually do something to get him out of office? How many people registered to vote? Are you registered to vote? Are you gonna show up and vote? Listen to somebody who can help bring action.
What this is, H.R. 40 is a House resolution bill that's been in Congress for decades, and it is a bill to talk about repairing the damage that white folks have intentionally, with malice of forethought, done to black people over hundreds of years. They will not vote to get it out of committee to talk about talking about it. If you want to do something about the problem and not the endless symptoms that we're here experiencing for my lifetime, if you really want to see the change happen, we got to talk about it. This is how we talk about it. HR 40, contact Wahlberg's office. Write them letters, contact everybody in Washington, D.C. HR 40, get it out of committee and start talking about the damage and how to repair it.
For centuries, for years, this is having the first time that we weren't able to breathe. African American people, Hispanic people, for years have not been able to breathe. This is an opportunity to breathe, to voice what's on your mind, what's on your heart.
As a biracial woman, you know, I hope this makes a difference, because I am raising a son, a black man, and I just really hope and pray that I would never have to look at the media coverage that I did with him screaming my name, asking for help. That is why I'm here. And I feel like from the bottom of my heart, nobody should have to go through that, no matter what color your skin is. But today we are here fighting for people who have been asking for years for help. And now it's taken all of this to come down to this, and it's unfair. That's why I'm here. That's why my kids are here. We are, you know, every nationality. But today I believe is for all black lives, because more black lives are being killed in unnecessary ways. So that hurts my heart. And this is a very touchy subject to me, for me being a biracial woman, because I've been called every word in the book, you know. But I feel like if we're here today, we're at least making some kind of a difference, you know, and I'm hoping we are heard.
My name is Wardell Willis. I came down here to protest for righteousness, justice, for George Floyd, for Sandra Blade, for Trayvon Martin. It's not just for them, it's also for the community of Jackson, for the corrupt court system that we have. We're just trying to do better, be better, and exceed in life. Not have to have fear in our hearts when we walk down the street or we go to the store or we driving down the street.
At this point, there's a lot of police brutality that's not acceptable, and I think it's time for everyone to stand up and say something about it.
I'm just trying to see justice for George Floyd or any other thing that could happen in Jackson or in Michigan. So I'm just representing, hopefully he'll get justice, and then maybe that'll help all the police departments all over the United States and come with a solution, because there's been a lot of violence.
But our chief and our sheriff, they want to work on it. They want to make sure that it doesn't happen here. So they're trying to figure it out. They don't have all the answers yet, but they're trying to figure it out to build relationships. And that's, to me, that's more important than anything. Building relationships. Building relationships shows people that you care. So especially our chief of police officer, he cares. He's been doing this for years, trying to sit down with the All-Pac group, sit down with different organizations, sit down with myself, John Willis, to find out what is this officer doing wrong. How can they build relationships? And that's why I'm here to help build those relationships.
There's a lot of traffic in our community. So the police are relatively in our community alive. Yeah, it's crime in our community because we locked in poverty and we hustling just to make it. The systems of oppression has created designs post-slavery that created the systems that keep us locked in these conditions. Makes it easy for us to be killed on the street by each other, by the police, by a neighbor, right? And then the system doesn't work in our favor, and so justice we never receive.
That's right.
We never receive it. So when somebody's killed in Minneapolis, or Louisville, or Ferguson, we feel it. We feel the pain, the trauma, the generational trauma is real. And we suffer. But we ain't here to protest, though. We ain't here to protest Jackson. We love Jacktown. We love Jackson, right? The legal system, the criminal justice system. We here to say that law enforcement, that the social systems and institutions must be reformed to bring about equity so that our lives are appreciated, valued, and matter in life every single day. So we teaching you something. We teaching ourselves something. This is teaching all of us. Minneapolis might not be ready. It might not be ready. Jacktown, is we ready?
You know, we all have been through, majority everybody on the south side have been through police brutality. But that's in the past. So now it's about going forward and building relationships so it won't happen to our future generation.
But I wish I'd have took old Flora Hines' advice, because she told me there's still another court in session.
That's right.
And the way you conduct yourself today, you will be a jury. If you act up, they won. You got to have discipline.
That's right.
I'm so proud of these children. I said I'm proud of you because I know I got a chance with your life.
That's right.
Believe me, the civil rights was not won by adults. They was won by young people.
I'm Akearah Anderson, and I went to Vandercook Lake High School. I'm 19 years old, and what really inspired me to do this protest today was to speak out to the younger generation and to show them that they can use their voice to speak out against injustice that we are seeing in America today.
In the words of that Negro song, we shall overcome. We're going to march down the street and we're going to take up this road because there's a new highway coming, a highway of righteousness, a highway of justice.
Justice! These things still exist. We need to educate you about it, so you can be prepared to release yourself from these institutions so we can.
Now, encourage people that cares, stop sitting down, stand up, come to play, support stuff like this. Let your voice be heard and be safe.
Be powerful, be persistent, show up. Democracy is not a spectator sport. If we want to change other people, change the law and change the system, you got to show up and make your voice heard.
Black Lives Matter 2020 for George Floyd. I just want to say that I'm inspired by all the young people that were present today and that really made a difference. We had hundreds and hundreds of people that were out here, and it was just one awesome event. There was no violence that people were so scared of.
Even though that some people are scared, but we cannot be fearful when we are speaking up against injustice. And we need to come together, and when we come together, I feel like that fear kind of goes away because we feel more comforted because we are with people who are like-minded.
Everyone got along, and we're all, on the same page, and I think that's what we need to go forward. We need people of all colors and all origins, all creeds, to make this thing happen.
We all need to come together, be one, stop all this, extra stuff.
We can come together and we can peacefully fight battles together.
Everybody's lives matter. And I tell everybody, you have to have God to live in this world. If you don't have God, you don't have nobody. And if you don't have God, you didn't respect that person's life when they say they cannot breathe. Thank you.
I just want to thank everyone who came out, and I feel very supported, and I hope that you had a good time and feel that way as well.
And I just want to thank everyone that came out today, everyone who said something or who didn't say anything, but them being there was support enough. So again, this was a great event, and Jackson, we rocked.
Get to know somebody different than who you came with.